What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel Hookers podcast, episode 72. Let's fucking go. And we're back with some stuff, right? It's been a weekend, that's for sure. We had a UFC Apex card. Low tier Apex, one might say.
I was about to say, and the Apex was Apexing this week.
Wasn't even Apexing, honestly.
Yeah,
even Apex events are generally better than this.
Yeah, wasn't even Dana White's Contender Series level, you know what I mean? Like, just...
Okay, that's disrespectful. But yeah, I feel you.
That's kind of felt like a season of tough. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, especially this last season.
Yeah, not that bad. But before we get into everything, if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. It helps out. Let's fucking go. But yeah, UFC Fight Night Dolidze versus Imavov. Going into it, no one was really expecting too much, and I still feel like everyone expected too much of this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently.
That's what's just hard, because, so, like, Imavov gets a majority decision over Roman Dolidze, which is hilarious.
Yeah, those scorecards were all over the place.
Everywhere.
Yeah, he got the point taken in the fourth round.
But overall, yeah, 44-49, 46-48, and 47-47.
47 is wild.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, with that, who was that? Derek Clearly? Sal D'Amato? It's got to be one of the two.
Sorry.
No, the one who gave 47-47 was Ron McCarthy.
That's yeah. I mean,
to be fair, it was Ron McCarthy, Sal D'Amato, and Derek Clearly on the call for that main event.
That's what I was just gonna say. God. Like, yo, they had those three refs all together for this fight.
How do you end up with those three for one fight?
Yeah,
I mean, we get the scorecards that you expect from those three.
To be fair, I'm surprised they weren't worse. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm surprised it didn't end up being a draw.
Yeah, like when they were going to read, I was just like, hey, we might get like a split draw or something. Someone says Roman, someone says Imavov, someone's got it a draw. It wasn't that bad. Imavov gets it done, which it shouldn't have been majority draw, like, or majority decision, like, just not even at all. But yeah, I don't know, man. It did not, like, as I was watching it live, I feel like most of the time I'm usually trying to score it, like, round by round, whatever, just kind of keep, like, a general thought of that in my head. But, like, this one, I don't know. I just, like, wasn't really watching it, scoring it round by round. But I think
we scored round one, and then it was just like, oh, this is going to be the fight.
Well, yeah, because round one, Nasruddin just almost fucking finished him. Like, yo, who was it, Herb?
Yeah,
he gave Roman every chance in that first round, because the way he got dropped and ground and pounded, like, the fight could have been stopped, but Herb gave him that chance to just, like, work his way out of it, so he was able to survive the 5, but definitely thought that was going to set the tone for the fight.
Yeah, if it would have gotten stopped in that first round, I don't think there would have been anyone complaining about that other than Roman Dolidze. You know what I mean? Like, to be fair, you gotta give motherfucking Roman all the credit in the world for being so motherfucking tough. You got the dog shit beat out of him for, like, throughout that entire fight, and then even in that fourth round he had the one hand down, not really, like, entirely down, like, fully weight bearing. Imavov hits him with that, like, sneaky little head kick from behind. Herb Dean calls it illegal, takes the point. Whether it's actually illegal, I don't know. It's just a stupid rule. I hope that we get this shit fucking just solved soon, so it's not a topic every other fucking fight card. You know what I mean? Like,
and then after the kick happens, Nasruddin and Chris Curtis start yelling at each other, and Herb's trying to get control of Imavov.
Yeah, talking about, you about to get disqualified. Stop.
Yeah, I will disqualify you. I will disqualify you.
And it was just really funny, too, because then when it's like, once Herb got him backed up, and he's just like, get in the corner. And, like, just, I don't know, it's just really funny. Just telling him, like, stand in the corner, just like, don't move.
Yeah. The dad came out in him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get your ass in the corner and stay there.
But, like, when Herb does need to take control of the situation, he really does take control of the situation. Like, and that's the one thing I do love about, like, him and, how do I always forget his fucking name? Beltran.
Oh,
okay. I thought you were gonna say Big Dan. But fucking it, like, how funny would that have been if just throughout, like, just how that fight was playing out, And then if Imavov gets himself fucking DQ'd in the back half of the fight just because he was talking like too much shit to Chris Curtis and wouldn't settle down.
That would have been fucking hilarious.
I kind of wish it happened.
Yeah, I know. Like, I wish that went further.
Yeah,
that was the best part.
Yeah.
That was actually the best part.
I mean, honestly, I forget what round it was. It might have been the third round. I don't know if the stats will help me out with this at all. Let's see. Sorry. But it was when Roman
went to go roll for the knee bar?
Yeah, okay, so it was the fourth round because that's when he got the reversal then. When he he pulls guard basically, gets his fucking legs up underneath Imavov, elevates, was able to turn right under, going for like that small glimmer of hope for him to fucking pull out something spectacular. I was just like, God, like, let's fucking go. But too beaten, too tired. It just like Imavov is solid enough where it just all that fucking bullshit, he just wasn't playing it. Just smart enough in there to just win over 25 minutes. I mean, just total strikes at the end of it, 112 to 34, significant in favor of Imavov. Dolidze never got over 8 in a round, and Imavov after the first never got over 20. Wasn't.
Yeah, the control time, like Roman had that, but wasn't really able to do much. Like, it's crazy that at the end of the 25 minutes, he ended up with 10 minutes control time compared to a little under 4. But like, that was the only thing he was able to do from time to time.
and watching the fight, me and Jimmy were going nuts because, like, I'm sitting here going, knees would be really good to the body right now for Roman if he knees to the body, punches to the body. While they're in this clinch, does something like.
Yeah, because consistently throughout the fight, like every time Roman just keeps getting clipped in the pocket for just standing there, just not moving, no real head movement, no footwork, nothing. And then he just grabs a clinch, was able to get double under so many times, put him up on the cage, but just nothing with it.
And it's just so crazy, because especially like this is a great situation where it's like Roman was clearly beaten from the first round and like obviously getting tired, and Nasruddin kind of gassed himself a little bit in the first round, thinking that the fight was going to end there.
And he even admitted it afterwards.
Yeah. And it's like people get so caught up in that big shot, looking for the big shot like up top, that they don't work the body. And like that would have been the perfect time too, because it's like Nasruddin's already like on his way down because he's just gassing himself. Roman, like, you're hurt right now, so maybe you don't have that much power or whatever. Work the fucking body and slow him down even more, like I don't get why more people do not go to it, and especially when they were clinching and the knees were just so open to be there and just nothing.
It's just it's just funny because actually looking at it, Roman did target the body overall 23%.
I know, I was looking at that and I was like, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess with just like such the little activity of strikes, that's why it felt like nothing.
That's what I was gonna say.
Landed by position, like he had 5% of his strikes landed in the clinch, so it's like that's where like a lot of it definitely felt worse, is when he's getting the clinch, not doing it there, and that was 10 out of the 25 minutes.
5% of his strikes come from only 5%. He never landed more than 8 in a round.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like, that's bad.
Yeah.
When you're in that clinch situation, one, he wasn't even dropping level. He wasn't really doing anything at all.
Couple times.
So anything would have been better. And two, every time he got double unders, instead of pushing him up against the cage, why are you not trying to take him out and take him down in the middle of the cage? The cage was helping Imavov more than it was helping Roman.
Yeah, for sure. Like overall, at the end of the 25 minutes, he was only like given 4 attempts on takedowns and didn't hit any of them.
Nope.
So it's like, more body work definitely would have been just more, and it's like it's just hard too, especially after that first round when you should have been like he should not have been fighting the last 20 minutes of that fight. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just kind of hard, but. Definitely was not spectacular in either one's direction. I'm going heading into it, just kind of being like, oh, what does the winner really get? Imavov gets this decision, and that it's like he's gonna get the fucking ranking. You know what I mean? And like, I don't even with, because what, Roman was 9 coming in.
Yes. 8.
Okay, so Nasruddin was 11 and Roman was 8. Like, even if he takes his number 8 spot, I feel like he's fighting down.
Probably. I mean, everyone above him is booked anyway, basically. It's not like they're going to give him the fucking Jared fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's the only person not booked above him, so.
Yeah, I know.
And I mean, obviously, like, you know, with him just fighting and like those fights being booked, like potential timelines of like,
True.
you know, him fighting the loser and like or something like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like at best maybe he gets like Marvin coming off of a L. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Other than that, though, that.
Which at that point even makes sense because it's 5 and 7, so it would be the person right above him if they just switch spots. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be that high of a jump up.
Exactly.
No, yeah.
Kind of be a fight just to have a fight.
Yeah, exactly. So it just definitely not the way that you want to end the night, especially with how a lot of the night went.
Oh yeah.
But this co-main event,
this one disappointed me so bad.
Yeah, I know it. Like it wasn't the worst like at all.
I think it was. Well, not the worst. It wasn't the worst for sure. But like I was just disappointed for like a couple reasons. One of them being that, you know, with it going to a decision, it's like having Drew in a boring fight is crazy. I know his grappling isn't that great, but I thought that Moicano would have at least been good enough to have gotten his back and got the sub. Like I was confident that it was either Moicano sub or Dober knockout. You know what I mean? So for it to be 15 minutes of, well, because, you know, a little bit on the feet, Drew was touching him up, but then Moicano would just go to take him down. In the second round, Dober did some, like, great shit and just, like, tossed Moicano over and was able to get on top, and, like, he definitely won that round. But this was the other disappointing thing, was when he went to go do it in the third round and threw that shit away. Because he's winning on the feet, Moicano goes to do whatever. He's like, oh, I could just toss him again, but he didn't have that momentum. He just his knees went out from under him, and he was under Moicano for the rest of the round and lost. And it was just, like... It could have been better.
It could have been better.
Across 15 minutes, Moicano racked up basically 10 and a half minutes of control time. The total strike numbers, Moicano 142 to 36, but the significant strike was 23 to 23. So
because I was going to say, like, 142, like, he was throwing a lot, but they were just little baby shots when the fucking ref was yelling at him to work. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't know, because I mean, as I was watching it, I didn't feel like it was the worst. Like, that's why I mean, like, it didn't feel like the worst, like, as I was watching it, because it's like, I don't know, like, even at the end of it, it's like Drew was busted up and bleeding, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
yeah, because I know the first round...
landing some solid shots on him, even, like, on the ground, like, some...
I know it was mainly the first round, and, like, he was getting, like, some good ground and pound in there, but I feel like it shows like 23 to 23, like he was getting those few good ones in there, but for the most part it was just like bop 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 to the body, or just like a quick like, but you know what I mean, like the hammer fist that's not doing anything. And it's, you know, that's just what sucked, because it's like 142 total strikes, but 23 of those were significant. Like
exactly.
It definitely not at all how we were thinking that it was going to play out.
I'm just surprised that he went. There's one sequence in the fight where he went from deep half into side control, then back into deep half. And I'm like, you had side control. Why didn't you go for an arm triangle right there?
Yeah.
Why didn't you try something?
Because he can't. He can only get RNCs.
But like, because even with that, it's like because that, like, I even remember like that exact one, because it's like he went from side control back to half guard, and then trying to go from half guard to like get into mount. And it's like, you had side control. It like you said, like he only gets rear naked chokes. That's all of his submissions. Why would you not go to knee on belly? Because you go to knee on belly, now Dober's gonna try and like turn onto a hip. That's gonna give the avenue to go around the backside and try and take the back. You know, like
exactly.
I don't know.
So weird.
Yeah, maybe
like,
it was just like. He does get fucking clipped like really bad on the feet. Like Moicano just is there to get hit, and it's like, I don't know, maybe it was just those fucking like those shots that Drew was landing just like really hurting him, because some of them were pretty impactful.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so
you've seen him get wobbled a couple times.
Yeah, and so maybe it was just like his calculations in the time of like just keep position over like instead of losing something, trying to go for extra, just keep where I'm at. But it didn't result in the best fight because of it.
Yeah. In the first round, I almost had a little bit of hope, because Drew touched him up. Moicano got hurt. He went for the takedown, and Drew stuffed it. And I was like, okay, he can do this. And then immediately Moicano went for the takedown again and got it, because Drew was just not ready for that immediate follow up.
Yeah, I'm happy that like just remember, because it was so good.
It was good of Moicano, but just not being able to do anything with it, man, it sucked. Like
that's the biggest thing.
I mean, that was the round where he was hurting him a little bit, you know, like where he actually busted up his nose, had Drew bleeding, so that wasn't the worst, but like, you know, it just it was just disappointing, because this was the fight that I had hopes for.
Yeah, no, it was like consistently just Moicano in top half guard, like sitting in Drew Dober's half guard most of the fight.
Yeah, and that's what's just crazy with just how good of a grappler Moicano is, and how obviously not good Drew Dober's
Drew is so subbable.
It's just like how were you not able to progress in those steps at all across 10.5 minutes of controlling him? Moicano's fun. Like, he can definitely put on some good fights, like, here and there, but he's not doing anything to these top guys in the division. Like,
oh hell no,
it's getting into the top 10. It's like,
and getting in at 34 now too. Like,
exactly.
He called out both Beneil and Dan Hooker so far. Dan Hooker beats the fuck out of him, and his grappling is not on the level of Beneil's.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. It's like, bro, you couldn't sub Drew and you think you're going to sub Benny. I mean, like, it was 13 and 15, so they might not even give him that fight up realistically.
Yeah, they might give him Dan, but like I said, Dan beats the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
Well, Dan's 10. Like, that's the reason. Like, it's a small jump. It's not like
Moicano's got some. He's got the fans behind him, so it's
for sure. But I just, his most impressive thing of the night was his post fight.
But yeah, and I mean, like, before we move on to that, like, the thing with that is, like, Green's booked, Benoit's booked, RDA's booked, Dan and Jalen aren't booked. Fazeev, that'd be a rematch, and they're not doing that. And then it's Beneil, like, so it honestly is more likely going to be like a Dan Hooker or Jalen Turner, and Jalen Turner knocks him out too.
Yeah. Anyone up is terrible for him. Like, it's just not good signs. But that post-fight interview, though.
Bro went off.
You mean Rant?
I shouldn't even say, because I'm pretty sure DC asked one question. I don't even know if he asked the question to start it off. I don't.
He just said, "Listen, motherfucker, listen."
Yeah, it was funny because he's going off, and I'm just saying, I'm like, damn, he's saying fucking motherfucker a whole lot of times. And at the end, DC is like, good thing we're on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, exactly, because...
Bro,
DC, you here again? You motherfucker. I love you, motherfucker.
Listen, my father's 62 years old, had baby yesterday. If he could populate the world, I can. I have 3 more. Moicano 3 on the way.
Getting my wife pregnant.
Yeah.
Bro, like... that shit was all over the place for me. His father having a baby yesterday, so now he got to keep populating the world because he's young enough he wants to be American and part of the police and SWAT team to kill the bad guys because there's right and there's wrong and he got to do right. And
everyone's crazy and fuck the MMA guru, you fucking pig.
Yeah, exactly. Like Jesus Christ, it was everywhere. And then on his IG Live, was still ranting about the same things, and then still called out MMA Guru again. Said he was gonna beat his ass in the streets, motherfucker.
Yeah, man, like that.
I love Moicano.
Like, that is like, what a way to set off for, like, we gotta add in, like, just because of that fucking post-fight interview of the year, and like that, like, bro, that's gonna be hard to fucking top. Like, that is hard. There was just so much to that. That was just amazing,
like, what was going through his brain that this is what he wanted to do? Like, this is what he needed to scream about.
Who knows?
I don't. It was probably just the fact of him being off for over a year, and he had all these feelings, and it was a real hard fight, and he's like, "I gotta let it all know, you motherfuckers."
But it was just so much in there that I'm like, bro, what related to what? Like, how did this come out?
Yeah,
he started it off with his 62-year-old father having a baby. He got to keep populating.
Yep.
So he needs to go home and get his wife pregnant. Yes.
Money Moicano 3 on the way. Just absolutely beautiful. If only he was able to perform as good as his post fight, then would have been a much better night for him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of good nights, motherfucking Randy Brown against Muslim Salikov. I thought it was going to be a good, hard-fought fight between the both of them, more than likely over 15 minutes. And not even a little bit. Under 4 minutes, Randy Brown, just a beautiful right hand as he stepped on the angle, clips him on the chin, put him down, and he wasn't fully out, but he was fucking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I was about to say, it was a beautiful just 1-1 as he's stepping off on the angle, 2.
Yeah.
And just clips him right on the chin. It just
first knockout since 2019, so good for him.
Yeah, because that was the thing. It's like, obviously, he's got the fucking size. He has the reach. He's way more of a slick striker than him. But he's just not putting away any of these guys. And so that's why I'm just like, motherfucking King of Kung Fu. It's like he went out there and throwing spinning wheel kicks and shit at him. Like, fucking Salakov was trying to do the damn thing too. But, nah, Brown, way too slick for him. And yeah, like you said, double jab right hand. Done. Got him out inside of a round.
And it was beautiful.
Fuck yeah. It was just so clean. Like, I don't know, like, off the top of my head if Muslim's ever been. Okay, yeah, the Leech finished him. I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, but the Leech. It's the Leech. Like, Leech has crazy power.
Yeah. So, that was just very beautiful for him to do. And afterwards, I think it was a post-fight press conference, not in the interview, but he calls for Michael Chiesa, which, that's an interesting fight. It
is interesting.
I don't know. It's like, obviously, as long as Randy's got his takedown defense on lock, that should be a pretty easy knockout for him, because Chiesa's really only got a left hand, and I feel like someone as good as Randy Brown could easily deal with that, especially with like the size and length. Like,
how is Chiesa still ranked?
I don't know, man.
His last one was Neil Magny. He lost. Then he goes on to lose to Luke Brady and Holland.
Beat a top 15 guy, lost all top 15, top 10 guys. You know what I mean? Like,
was Holland top 15 at that point?
He is now.
Yep, that's how he got in. Top 15 guy. But yeah, so good shit for Randy Brown. Definitely would not mind seeing that fight at all.
No,
Moving on though to the next fight. Pretty solid performance. Natalia Silva gets the unanimous decision over Viviane Araújo. The first round, I was definitely a bit nervous because
bit shaky.
Yeah, because like obviously going into it's like Viviane, she's a solid ass fighter. She's got pretty decent power in that division. And I just felt like just a bigger fight for her. Just the Viviane being who she is, it's like the nerves were there.
100%. You could see it at first. She was just real in and out. You could just like, I don't know. She seemed a little frantic in there.
That
and just even like
word for it.
Even just like throwing out jabs and just with every shot, like just trying to like
so far away.
She was so out of reach. I don't know. It was definitely just her nerves were for sure taking over, and because of that, she ended up getting clenched on the cage for a lot of the first round. Yeah, but she definitely found her momentum after that. Viviane's never been finished, and Natalia wasn't able to get it done, but you could see she hurt her multiple times in there. Like, she had Viviane panic shooting. Yeah,
I'm actually, I don't know if she went down all the way, but, like, I think it was, like, the second or third round when Araújo was, like, she was just, like, it got to the points where fucking the movement of Silva and the in and out, like, it was just definitely frustrating her, so she's like, I just gotta fucking walk her down, and when fucking Natalia sits down on her fucking shots, the combos are fucking fast, and they got some fucking thud behind them because, I think it was just like a 3-punch combo just real quick and fucking stumbled Araújo. Like, thought she might get the finish. Would have been absolutely amazing.
Hell yeah. Her kicks are beautiful. I know we've seen it in so many fights, but, like, God. I love to see it, man. Like, her lead kick, she just snaps that shit out there. There's no telegraphing. She just throws that bitch out, and it's fast, and it's strong. Like... Yeah, she's a great fighter. I love to see it. And I'm glad that the first round didn't, fuck with her too much. Like, she didn't get in her head about it. Like, oh, no. Like, I feel like if anything, it made her more comfortable. Like, she was like, okay, this is what she feels like. This is where she's at. I feel like it really helped kind of settle her down to actually get put in that position. Because it's almost like the worst happened. She was on the cage. She got taken down for a second. Like, she was able to work her way out of it. And I feel like that kind of built her confidence.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Because going into, 2 and 3, she just looked real good.
Yeah.
And that was kind of what I was thinking, too, with what Jimmy was saying earlier. Like, when she really started saying down on her punches, I was like, as I was watching, like, the third round, I'm like, Silva, if you really just sat down on a lot of these counters, you could probably get Araújo out of there. Because there were a lot of times she was just hurting her. But if you can catch her on a counter, man, I think she could have got her out of there. But... it was still an extremely good performance in the second and third rounds. Like we said, the first round a bit shaky, but that was from more than likely nerves. She is fighting up in the division, and Araújo has been very good in the UFC. So.
Yeah, because it's like she's 5-0 in the UFC, and her last fight, like, the step up, whatever, was Andrea Lee.
Yeah.
You know, her UFC debut, Jasmine Jasdavicius, who, you know, she's okay, but it's not like she's this great fighter. Teresa Bleda, Victoria Leonardo, Andrea Lee, and now Viviane. This was like her real first big opponent, like just the best fighter she's fought in the UFC. So like I'm sure that it was just she was nervous. Fucking just turned 27. It was her birthday. So I'm sure that because like she also went off afterwards. Like she was just first of all thanking her mom, which like she got a little emotional, so that was really sweet. But then she's like, everyone sing to me. It's my birthday. So like I wonder if even that just like I want to get this win on my birthday and just being so like
hyped up.
Because then with it like first round like she attempted 40 total strikes, landed 16 of them. You know, so it like terrible fucking percentage on that. It was landing 25% clip on the significant strikes in there, and then it's like with just like 3 minutes 31 seconds control time round 1, and then a minute 25 minute 05 between 2 and 3 for Araujo. So like really was able to get the movement, starting to get like the strikes going. And then it's like even for Viviane, it's like she attempted 32 strikes in the third round, 31 of them were significant. It's like so just showing it's like when she's going, like she's trying to throw, she's throwing with big power, like going toe to toe with Amanda Hebos not too long ago. You know what I mean? Like fucking everyone knows how good Amanda Hebos is. And it's just after the fight, I like right away my first thought was like, God damn, I want to see Silva fight Hebos. Like that would be so such fun. A good fun fight. Hebos is booked against Rose Namajunas, which I forgot about in the moment. So it's like it's just definitely not going to line up for that to be like the next one, you know. But with it, because where was Natalia was 9 coming in, Viviane number 7. Didn't get like a finish. It wasn't like a highlight reel finish like that, but still a very solid win. You think she ends up fighting someone like top 5?
I think so, because it's like even though she didn't finish her, I think that it still showed that she was good enough in there and better than her. Like we saw she struggled the first round, but I really do chalk that up to the nerves. Because even like seeing like the minute 25 and the minute of control time in the second and third round, it's not like that was all at once. Like she was able to hold her there for that long. It was just in like spurts throughout it, because at that point we seen her movement get so much better. Like at one point she had her up on the cage and she just left and right and circled right out of it. Like it was so beautiful. You know what I mean? Like she just kind of had to get into the flow. So I think that even without the finish, it was a good enough performance for her to move up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What do you mean? Once Jessica Andrade beats Rodriguez, it's gonna be on 301. Her versus Natalia Silva.
Right, it's fucking possible, man. Like that.
I will keep pushing this until it happens.
You're saying it way too much, and you're gonna make it happen. Like that's the that's the thing that I'm a little bit scared about.
I know, because the thing is as much as I want to see that fight, and it would obviously be good for her to like get the step up, get that name, whatever. I don't want to see that happen. Like I don't want a year like last year for Jessica. I don't want her fighting too often. I don't want her not giving her time off. Like take some time and be okay. Lose to her the right way.
It's just at this point, the only problem is we know Valentina and Grouse are going to be fighting for a third time. Aaron Blanchfield and Manon Ferro are already booked. Caitlin Chukagian and Mason Barber are booked.
But that's the thing, is that they're booked in, this month? Right? Or no, it's March. Never mind. But either way, it's the end of next month. So it's like they can still book her for the loser of that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like since we know that they're saving Alexa Valentina, the person who wins that fight is probably going to sit out for the title shot if they want to. I mean, realistically, they could fight in between too if they want to stay active.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that she could easily get the loser of them. Because who else are they going to give it to? They're not giving it to Caitlin Chukagian. They're not giving it to Jessica Andrade and Macy Barber, who's booked against Caitlin. So maybe if she wins, she might be the one, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
And one thing that I feel like is just definitely just kind of like nice to see too is that it's like, with all that nervous energy, being clinched up on the cage for so long, having to fight out, still like throwing really big, landing good shots, wasn't even the slightest bit tired after 15.
Yeah.
Like not even an ounce of thinking that she was slowing down or anything. So it's like as she moves up, gets better, bigger fights, goes 5 rounds, don't really think that's going to be too much of a problem for her. So like that's definitely just a good thing to think about.
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that, but yeah, she didn't look tired at all. If anything, just from the emotions, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, this is like you said, the post-fight, just, talking, like, saying stuff about her mom. Like, you probably just tired after that, just like, all right.
But it's like, are you kidding me? After they fucking called her name, the scream she let out, she was fine. She wasn't too tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, so great performance from Natalia Silva. Definitely happy to see that. Khizriev versus Muradov could have been a good fight. We got about 11 seconds of it before Khizriev hit him with the eye poke.
Wasn't it the double eye poke? Wasn't it this one that it was like both eyes?
No, it was the one, but because when they showed the replay, like the fucking finger goes in, and it's like you literally see like the bulge under the lid, like up top of like the shit getting poked. That shit was
there's a lot of eye pokes tonight, but
there were so many fouls. It was fucking.
But yeah, it was really bad. And then even afterwards, like when they fucking when he said that he couldn't fight and they went up to each other, he's like, "You see my eye?" Like he was pissed.
Absolutely sucked. Tied for the fastest no contest in UFC history.
Which is why I'm upset. I wish that shit was at least 1 second faster. Like at least make history with it, you know. But you're gonna be tied.
Yeah, it was Antonio Carlos Jr. Shoeface, and it was some random guy. It was like Kevin Clark or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. It was like UFC Fight Night 80. Huh?
Devin Clark?
No. It is some random guy.
Someone even more random than Devin Clark?
Yup.
Wow. That's crazy.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Cage just fucking... We're going to interrupt this fucking fight card.
I like that. I'm sorry. I just opened it up. I don't even know why. I just felt like I had to.
Good for you opening up Instagram, because an absolute banger just got announced, and we're just going to fucking throw it in.
Beautiful.
Flyweight division, top 15 fighters, Matt Schnell versus Steve Erceg. Let's fucking go.
Oh, this is so good.
I love that.
Yeah, that's so good.
Go.
Bro, that is gonna be a war.
Hell yeah.
Bro, Matt Schnell is never in a boring fight, and with how fucking good Erceg has been looking, how skillful his striking is, like, damn.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we're getting a good fucking
number
fight.
9 versus number 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt the program, but I saw that and was like, oh, this needs to be shown.
Nah, that's fine. Yeah, that is such a good fight. I love that they're pushing Steve Erceg, man. That's fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot.
Oh yeah.
Let's fucking go. But yeah, so what fucking fight?
We were talking about the no contest.
No contest. So yeah, it's just fucking tied for fastest no contest UFC history. Really the only notable thing about that.
It's only 11 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charles Radke, he had a nice upset first round knockout over Gilbert Urbina. I feel like the most notable thing is he went on a little rant afterwards on post fight, just like a lot of people. But it just does the classic, I'm gonna make my division great again. But it's also just funny. I feel like there's a lot of people at around 170 saying that. It's just like how it goes.
Yeah, because it's just funny. He was talking about like 170 not being like that great right now, which I feel like it's in a pretty good spot, and we do have a lot of people moving up, so like whatever. But the best thing about it was, he said make it great again, but fuck Colby Covington.
Yeah. So
right.
Just add another fighter to the list that's using like Trump shit and just like riding that wave, but they're still just like, yeah, fuck Colby though. We don't jack him.
I will say this. Probably the funniest thing is apparently at the post fight press conference, he was saying he feels like he should get paid for these things, so the media just stopped asking him questions, which will only hurt him in the long run.
Bro, do you not understand what, like, you don't pay for this, like, you don't get paid for it because it gives you the fucking exposure to fucking get bigger.
Not only that, that's not even up to the... That's media obligations that are given to you by the UFC. Ask the UFC to give you more money for that shit.
Yeah.
But also, it's just like, I don't understand these people coming in. He is 2-0. He has a win over Mike Mathetha and Gilbert Urbina at the age of 33 years old. It's not like he's this younger guy that's like coming in, moving up. It's like, bro, you don't have the longest run in the UFC right now. Acting like you're some star. It's like you just came in, and I'm pretty sure this is the guy that dropped the F-bomb in his last fight anyway.
He did.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like,
I forgot.
It's like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
That's even, oh my
Dude's fucking... He also said he still stands behind what he said there.
Like, which is even crazier because he said that shit, then directly after that shit took it back and was like, oh, my emotions, I just let it out, I'm sorry. And now he's gonna stand on it again after this fight? Oh my god. He's a fucking flip-flopper. You need to get the fuck out of here.
He's a yapper. He's a waffler. That's what he is. That's what all Trump people are. What do you mean?
I can't. You need to get the fuck out.
Damn.
Good for him, though, with the knockout.
Yeah.
Over the fucking tough loser, Gilbert Urbina.
Let's go. But yeah, that was the main card though. The prelims, it started off pretty dog shit, but it ended off with some good fun. Prelim main event, Molly McCann making her 115 debut in a rematch against Diana Belbita. Going into it, it's like, what the fuck we doing? Doesn't make any sense.
Molly looked great.
Yeah, man. Yeah, got a unanimous decision in their first fight, beat the shit out of her throughout that first round, and then got that first round armbar. Beautiful.
Yeah.
1 second left in the round.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, because the thing is that even if she didn't tap, the second round wasn't happening. That shit was fucked up.
Yep.
It was bent the wrong way, and the second she brought it back, you've seen the pain on Deanna's face. Like, oh my goodness, it was terrible. So, good for her though.
Speaking of that, good news, not broken. Bad news, probably a torn ligament.
Nice.
So,
yeah,
no break, torn ligament.
I almost feel like the break is better.
But
like,
depends.
It definitely depends, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Broken limbs can tear muscles and stuff too, so then you're dealing with multiple injuries on top of it themselves, as opposed to just the ligament damage.
Yeah.
But great fucking win for Molly McCann. Great to see her get that. Yes. Nice to just see what she can do. 115, and just fucking pretty sure afterwards, just like apologizing to fucking everyone. Just like, yeah, if I wasn't fighting at like the weight class that I should have been, like, just gotta fucking take this more seriously. But
yep.
But whatever, like, I don't know, yeah, just cool going from losing that armbar to going into grappling, winning a first-round armbar, and then getting a first-round armbar here. She's like, I'm taking that loss, and I'm doing better. I put myself in that position, and I cannot be fucking around like this. Because obviously, like, a first-round Kimura loss to Erin Blanchfield, like, that was going to happen. Erin, we're seeing how she's progressing, like, she's great. But Stolyarenko, not so great. So it was just really nice to see her come back like this.
Yeah, improves to 14-6. Very nice. Someone else that also improved to 14-6. Great comeback win. Great
coming in
upset.
Short notice.
Short note.
Breaking a 3-fight losing streak against an undefeated man. Like,
Charles Energy Johnson gets it done over Azat Maxim. Azat coming in 17-0. Every time he was touching him that first round, he was hurting him bad. It was. Got the. I'm pretty sure just got one knockdown that first round. Yeah, but and then also I'm pretty sure he had the Anaconda locked up that round. Super close to finishing him. Charles able to survive that, get back up to his feet. 2 and 3, just putting it the fuck on him. Like,
I was about to say, in that, what was it, the second round? Was it the second or third that Energy locked in the ninja choke?
I think it
had him unconscious.
Oh, that was in the third round, I believe, because he had 2 sub attempts in the third, 1 in the second, but I'm pretty sure it was the third round that he had that shit locked up real good, and for whatever reason just abandoned it, and you've seen Azat's body just like kind of fall but come back to life. It was like he was right there.
Because it looked like, that like the grip that he had, like he lost it, so it's like but it was just like, damn. You would just think that, like, with how locked in that was beforehand, that's like, maybe just try and re-grip that. You know what I mean? But
I wonder if he was losing grip because Azat's body was just fucking falling limp.
Yeah, right.
Maybe, like. But yeah, just absolutely beautiful. Fucking flyweights, man. Always love to see him fight. Ended up getting fight of the night, deservedly so. Like, that was just such a great fight between the two. And just, rough for Azat, just coming in undefeated. He got the split decision over Tyson Nam in his debut, but loses here to Charles Johnson, and like you said, breaks that 3-fight losing streak. So that was just fucking awesome for him, man.
Hell yeah.
And then Charles Johnson getting on the mic, calling out Joshua Van. I would love to see that fight. It's not happening on 300.
No.
But I'd love to see that fight.
Yeah, that no complaints about that fight whatsoever. Only last real notable thing on the prelims, good old Temba Greenbow. He got a beautiful, 38-second knockout, or 32-second?
32.
Yeah. Absolutely great against Pete Rodriguez. And going into it, it's like, Pete, everything's been in the first round, so more than likely that's how it's going to go. And yeah, just that fucking right hand clicked him right on the chin, put him out. Beautiful.
Yep.
But then... then he had some things to say, which... He must really think that, like, the whole rock thing is, like, just blasting him into, like, the moon or something. Because to say that he's ready for Leon and Shavkat, and that he doesn't have to take like the normal route up the rankings and everything, and like
just another guy, 33 years old, coming in, except he's 2-1.
Lost to AJ Fletcher in his UFC debut.
Yeah,
it's like
subbed.
Like, I don't even mean this like disrespectfully, but it's like, who do they think they are? You know?
No, in all honesty,
like there's
like,
just there's other people, there's prospects, there's bigger names, there's better fighters. There are people on better streaks that are right. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's just an insane thing to say.
The funny thing is, these two could be matched up in their very next fight.
Yeah.
That's the fucked up part.
That should happen. That's great matchmaking right there. Oh, that's fucking perfect, Ginger.
I really hope that's what happens.
Fucking prelim opener on an Apex card.
They're like, hey, you guys both got first round knockouts on the same day. Your timeline matches up perfectly. Let's get it.
That's Dana, I want Colby versus Usman 3. We got Colby versus Usman 3 at home. Colby versus Usman 3 at home.
The more you think about it, the worse it is.
I know.
Like that slow burn of every like little thing that hits. Any fucking way.
That's the UFC Apex card, man. I mean, like, Jiang Young Lee, fucking, he got a decision win over a fucking Blake Builder. I mean, like, he had some good moments, but it's like, you could just really see, like, he would get him hurt, start to, like, you know, like, just looking like he could get a finish, and then he just pulls it right back and just let him hung out throughout the entire fight. I just didn't.
Killer instinct not there.
Yeah.
The one specifically was on the ground. Like, he had him on the ground and was, like, ground and pounding, and then just decided to stop and was like, I'll just hold you for a little bit. And it's like, bro, are you tired, or are you just not believing that you can finish him here? But
yeah,
whatever.
Fucking Georgia Storliarenko just shit the fucking bed. Like, oh my god, that was so bad.
Luana Carolina missing weight by 3 pounds.
Yup.
And wow, Georgia could not do shit with that.
No.
Thomas Jefferson was back in a fucking decision loss on the opener to Jamal Pogues.
Who I didn't realize took the Jake Collier route of moving from middleweight to heavyweight.
Damn, I didn't know that either. That's not great.
Was it around 2020?
I don't know. But and yeah, seeing like canceled bouts, I forgot that Melsik Bagdasarian versus William Gomis was supposed to be on this card. God damn, this card needed that.
Yeah.
What a great fucking kickboxing fight that would have been. God damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, not the greatest card overall at all.
No.
And with that, a terrible week in Tapology.
Oh yeah.
Bruh, this was just so bad.
Like, I feel like we've been saying it a lot, but like how bad the weeks have been, but genuinely, I feel like the fights have just been going completely opposite than the way most people expected.
Yeah.
Like,
because I mean, even with this one, like, definitely a lot of like underdog winners, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
yeah.
But yeah, fucking 13 fights overall. I took first out of the three of us with 6 correct picks. Under 50%.
I don't have mine up, but I know that I got 5.
I also got 5. You got 2 decisions. I got 1 decision.
Yep.
Jimmy also got 2 decisions.
Yeah, I mean,
that was it.
Because going into it too, it was also like between all 13 fights, I had Moicano, you 2 had Dober, and then Kate had fucking Makhmed Muradov, we had Kizriev.
Yes.
Only fighter differences out of all of the fights. And then we got the no contest in the fucking Kizriev.
Which I really still think that I would have won had that fight happened.
It's very possible. Like
that, or I would have come in second.
It seems more right that Kate would have won.
Kizriev did what he had to do because he felt that upset coming. He knew he was about to lose his O, and he said, fuck it. No contest. Boop.
He said, listen, it's been a while since I've fought. I got the feel of fight week. I got to make the weight. I got in there for 11 seconds. I didn't really want to fight, you know, but like now I could get back in there again soon and now like have a real fight, you know? Yeah, but it just... Yeah, me and Kate with the 2 decisions, and we got the same ones. The lead decision on the prelims, and then Natalia Silva getting the decision over Otto Ujo. Didn't think she was getting that finish, and got real close at one point, which Oh, if she fucking did and Ginger got more points, that would have been so shitty.
Eh.
But yeah, not the greatest week in fights, not the most spectacular shit going on. But hey, we got a whole bunch of shit going on for a whole bunch of weeks in a row. Next week, though, another middleweight main event. Jack Hermanson, he's back against unranked Joe Pyfer. What's he, like 2 or 3-0 in UFC?
Some shit like that, maybe 3-0.
Yeah, I was about to say. Not only that, 3 middleweight fights on the main card.
Ooh, damn, yeah, Ihor Poteria and Robert Bryzek and Brad Tavares and Rodriguez.
4.
Because shit, Rodolfo Vieira
and Armin Petrosian.
Jesus fucking
Christ.
Yeah,
but I kind of I'm really I forgot that I'm not really that mad with that card, honestly. There's fun matchups.
There is.
There is. It's just like
I'm very much expecting at least this card, by the end of it, we're going to have way more fun than we did this week. You know what I mean? That's...
Hopefully.
I'm pretty confident in that, but we'll have to see.
Hey, look, Bogdan Guskov is back. Guskov is back.
What?
The guy who fought, what's his name? Uzdemir on short notice.
Guess who Joe Pyfer has a win over?
Oh.
Lorenzo Hunt. The BKFC champ.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn, when Lorenzo was 3-4 in MMA in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that had to be said.
No, that's good. You think Steve Covington is Colby's brother?
I hope so.
Oh man, but yeah, we'll get to all that good shit later on in the week when we do the preview. But I hope everyone enjoyed this one. If you did, like and subscribe. Check out the Twitch streams. We got the links in the description down below. Let's fucking go. But we'll catch you later on. Peace.